you folks that came in late, this is a charity pool exhibition for the benefit of the children's home. Now, we're going to pass this collection jar around again, especially for you folks who had fish hooks in your pocket the last time.
Family pool room? What am I going to play for? Soap coupons?
You can clear 400 or 500 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't come on too strong with shortstops. Here's 250. The flash.
Anybody want to poke a few?
Sure, in a few minutes.
Who's that?
Will Addington.
Who?
Will Addington. The Baron.
The Baron. What a thrill. Big deal. All you got to do is set them up as dominoes, not pool.
Why don't you show us some of your trick shots, son, a little later?
Well, I don't play dominoes, but I'd like to see him make some of those shots in a game with me. A money game.
Go ahead and play him, Will. Earn him some manners.
This is a charity, Will. It's a worthy cause.
Yeah, play the big mouth, and then pluck that sucker all the way down to his hubcap.
Okay. $250.
I didn't think those hands came with those work clothes. First one to 8 games.
Now, for those of you unfamiliar, the aim of 9-ball is to shoot in numerical order. And the one that sinks the 9-ball wins the game. However, if along the way you can find a combination using the object ball to pocket the 9-ball, you got yourself an early game.
Combination, 9 in the corner.
What's your name, kid?
Billy Joe.
You got a handle?
Well, folks south of here call me the Cajun Kid.
And you just came in for a friendly game and a family pool party, right?
Well, isn't this friendly?
You got a fair stroke, kid. With a little homework on patterns and a little more pool sense, you might have stayed in this game a little while longer.
Shot for a half hour.
Yeah, not gonna play my money. Not against him.
How much you think that fancy stick's worth?
When you got killed, see you in the car.
Game number 8 and match to Will Addington.
My pockets aren't empty yet, man. Try some 8-ball. Ring against your cue stick.
Where'd you get this?
Turned up in a bowl of gumbo.
Give that to the children. Now, Billy Joe was busted, but he hadn't felt the sting. And from the far end of the table, he threw his mother's wedding ring. And he said, "You won my money, but it ain't gonna do the trick. I'll bet this ring on one more game against your fancy stick." Well, I wish I had known you when you were a little younger. Round me, you might have learned a thing or two. If I had known you longer, you might be a little stronger. And maybe you'd shoot straighter than you do. Maybe you'd shoot straighter than you do.
Yeah, Will.
You act like I was just in here yesterday.
Well, our Denver omelet's quite popular.
Just coffee.
Okay. Is this an accident or is this a visit?
Harley was through here a few months ago, said you were back from Oregon.
I've been back 8 years.
This place must agree with you.
Yeah, I get along real good with the owner.
Him?
No, me.
How about that? Harley said you looked good. He should have said you looked great.
You know, I hardly recognized you, Will. Without a hangover.
I just saw a wedding ring I gave you 21 years ago on a mouthy kid with a 6-pack IQ. Rolled it down a pool table. Wanted me to play him for it.
If his name is Billy Joe Stanley, you should have played him, Will. That boy's your son.
Oh, what are you talking about? That punk?
Wonder what he'd have called you.
We got to talk, Dee.
I'd say we've about covered it.
When? 21 years ago?
I'm busy, Will. Well, let's see. 18 years old. Born June the 19th, Memphis, Tennessee. Right here, 6 months to the day after you dusted out. He's had the chicken pox, the mumps, the broken jaw.
You could have told me, Dee. I wasn't that far away.
Well, I was. Do you know that you broke this eardrum with that last slap you gave me? Left me with a continual ringing in this ear for 2 years to remind me of all the benders and the wrecked cars and the calls from the deputies. And did you know when Frank came along, that ringing just stopped? And I got married again.
Did Billy Joe get along all right with his stepfather?
Oh, yeah. His organ, he didn't like. Organ's all right. It's just the drizzling started, and I don't know. He's a tough kid to raise. Even tougher to know.
Wonder why I never looked me up.
'Cause you're dead, Will. Blown all to heck in a Louisiana oil rig in an explosion. That's what I told him. That's why he calls himself the Cajun Kid.
That takes care of Dad.
I just didn't talk about you, Will. I just never got around to telling him that we had any kind of a wedding. Just about the ring.
Dee Dee, I turned the corner a while back and started going to church.
And it didn't get struck by lightning?
Not yet.
You know, you do look healthier, Will.
Where's your husband?
Frank was killed out in Oregon. Power line went down in a storm.
Sorry.
You know, he wasn't a bad father. Hey, and Will, if you see our boy, would you tell him I miss him?
seen a pool player in here calls himself the Cajun Kid.
Telling me where in your misspent youth you learned how to play pool like that?
I think it was at my mother's knee.
Oh, well, where else?
She, started stop with a billiard room.
Hold on there, Ace. Arnie and I just took a boat. We decided you ain't nothing but a scum of the earth hustler.
Whoa! Come on, cowboy. Russell doesn't tell you how good he is. What did I tell these guys before we started playing?
You said they'd have to have tapioca between their ears before they'd bet you money.
You made Jim and me think you was lucky drunk, and then you snuck us up to $50 a game.
I got luckier. So what do you want?
That depends on how you feel about your teeth.
What do you think, Jack? Think you probably ought to give them their money back?
Well, I think we ought to negotiate.
Hold on! Come on, kid! Yeah, right!
Baron. Am I privileged?
Got a few minutes?
Yeah, I guess so. Beamer said you used to hustle back before you started playing tournaments.
That's true. Why do you ask?
I don't know. Everybody treats you like a royal honcho, gentleman pool player. You're out there shucking the sharecroppers just like the rest of us.
Well, something I'm not too proud of. I think the best thing I could say is it's behind me.
He also said that you were a national nine-ball champ for about a year before you gave up pool completely.
Hey, could we take a walk? Get some coffee?
Coffee shop's back that way.
We'll get there.
What was it like being champ, holding the title?
Felt pretty good. For about 10 minutes, till I realized I had to defend it against guys like me. I do have something I wanted to talk to you about. It may come as a blinding revelation.
Okay, blind me.
Your name is Addington. William Joseph Addington.
Oh, Wait a minute. My dad was blown
Your
to...
mother and I were married 21 years ago. Date's on the back. I'm your father.
One time I thought I was a genuine bastard. Where the hell were you?
I didn't know you were born, son. Your mother never told me.
She must have really hated you. What'd you do to her anyway?
I was a hardcore hustler. Booze, dope, women, whole 9 yards. Get that coffee?
So what do you want from me?
Just a little of your time. There's a few things we could catch up on.
Oh, you're all ready to play daddy, huh?
No, it's a little late for that. But we're the same bloodline. Some of it's working for you, some working against you. And that I can help with.
Like how?
With a little coaching, I think you could be a better pool player than I ever was. Sounds kind of strange, doesn't it? Me talking to you like a father. You being told you're the son of the Baron.
Well, I tell you what, Mr. Father. I won't tell anybody if you don't.
Old shooters like us could really do something with this place.
Now, what are we going to do with the dilapidated old pool hall?
Restore it. Maybe even promote our own tournaments. Make it kind of a roost for other named players.
Harley, did you ever get seriously mad at your father? Mad enough to hate him?
Yep. I developed a really serious hate for him when I was 12 years old.
What brought it on?
He died on me. I really hated him for that. I figured if he loved me as much as I loved him, he'd have been more careful with his driving.
But you got over it, right?
Mostly. At least he taught me how to shoot pool.
Some of the oil barons and cocaine kings play nothing but four-handed pool. Why, up in Detroit, gun and girl teens play for as much as $50K. You know what I'm saying, boy? That's $50,000.
I'm saying that my game is so far off, I have to team up with some chick.
No, I'm saying that you need a change of pace, kid. And then you know what you owe your father. He got to you. That's your trouble.
Oh, him zip. I never knew a girl that could run 3 balls either.
Well, you're about to see one.
That one's free.
Well, the next one cost me.
Nothing. As long as you got health insurance.
Will be, gents.
Not bad.
Come here, Bear.
On my bill. Miss? Your name wouldn't be Mary Beth Phillips, would it?
Always was.
Well, I'm Jack Beamer.
Dreamer.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And this is Billy Joe Stanley?
The Cajun Kid.
2 private tables back there for money games. And they got 6 tables out here for tournaments. And these just no point in talking to you today, is there?
See, my problem with doubles is usually my partner.
Oh, come on. If anything, I'd wind up carrying you, Cupcake.
All I'm saying is that whenever we got into heavy traffic, my teammate was usually eating chuckberries. I mean, I don't know what you'd stand up like under a hot lamp.
Hey, Will, you still thinking about buying my place?
Harley is. I'm not.
Well, who is that?
My father.
I was just leaving.
Hold on. I want to say something.
I'd say you about covered it.
No. What I want to say is we never played 8-ball.
Some of the time, kid.
Yeah, whenever.
What are the stakes?
100.
Make that a glass of grapefruit juice.
Yeah, I think I can handle that. Guess you do look a little like me here and there.
Who looks like who?
Sure didn't look like you at that pool table.
You'd be surprised how much you look like me at that table. Same pluses, same minuses.
What kind of minuses?
Bridge, mostly mechanics. Seen your mom lately?
It's been a few months. I hadn't had much time since I've been traveling with Beamer, playing mostly in the boonies.
You comfortable with that kind of life?
I don't want to do it forever.
Got a girlfriend?
Nope. But I don't get too lonesome, if that's what you mean. Look, what's the matter with my bridge?
It's too short. I'll help you with that, if you're interested in trying a few tournaments.
No thanks. I'm doing fine just like I am.
Hustling, stealing, Billy, that's all you can make out of it. And you're still carrying the family name.
I am not using your damn name. I'm making one of my own.
We're in backwater bars, playing all the shortstops.
Excuse me. I didn't know I'd stepped into a church.
I'm sorry. Start over, huh? Sorry. Why'd you take me on today?
I haven't been worth much since I blew off at you.
I haven't either. We ought to make a serious attempt at getting to know each other.
Couldn't hurt the way I've been playing pool.
Well, after a few matches, we'll know if you're cost-effective, and then we can bump up the incentive.
35% ain't much incentive when I've been keeping the whole roll.
Well, what happens when you lose? Huh? I mean, playing with my funds, I do the bleeding.
Do I get to drive that?
Well, if you can keep it between the ditches. Hey, BJ, we got ourselves a new business associate.
So you're really going to keep little Miss Mary Contrary, huh?
Well, we get a new wardrobe, fix her hairdo. Oh, that's a good handle, you know, Mary quite contrary.
like it.
Get stuff.
You know, you could keep her in pigtails and have her ride into a pool hall on a tricycle, maybe sucking her thumb.
You want to shoot some pool partner before you got too many words to eat.
We aren't partners yet. We're going to have a try at a tournament in Oak Ridge. Barron's picking up expenses.
Well, I think that's a dynamite idea. Yeah, it's the best thing you could be doing right about now. Yeah, you could use a little coaching.
Yeah, I thought you'd be ticked.
Hey, Dave, we got a plum. We level it, right? Right. Then maybe see you in Oak Ridge, huh? Come on, little girl. Climb right in. in here.
See ya.
This a shortcut to Oak Ridge?
No, this is where we get in shape.
What kind of shape?
The tournament's going to be double elimination from 9 in the morning to 3 the next morning.
You gonna try to get me ready in a day and a half?
Intensive training.
How often do you pay to get mugged?
Just before every tournament.
Well, you should have taken better care of yourself. You might have lasted longer. How come you never got married again?
I was a long time getting over your mom.
If you liked her so much, how come you walked out on us?
You can handle it.
Uh-huh. How long we have to put up with this?
Till we're totally tensed off. Till we shed all earthly woes.
Shedding them fast, boss. You look like you're thinking about entering this tournament, too.
I am. If I can get back in the zone.
Zone?
The zone. The zone's a combination of what experience tells you to do, what your ego wants to do, and what your nerve will let you do.
This has got to help. You set quite a pace, Baron.
Let me know if it gets too rigorous.
Will? You old pocket splitter, what are you doing?
Sam Crockett, how's your stroke?
Like a plumber's friend. When it works, it's beautiful.
Sam, this is my boy Billy Joe. He's headed for the Oak Ridge tournament.
Well, if you can play half as good as your old man, you got a beeline route to fame and fortune. You know, he once almost owned this place. Yep, had the deed hanging right over the pool table.
You're kidding.
No, sirree. The old shark here. He let me off the hook. I got out losing $25,000. And mighty glad of it, too. Will, everything at the table, it's on the house.
Oh, no, Sam, you don't have to.
Will, everything.
Thanks, Sam.
That true? You let up on him?
This hotel's been in his family for 3 generations, son.
That was reason to lose.
I really wanted this place. But some steaks are just too precious to put on a lampshade.
Maybe you don't know how to close out the key matches, Baron. No killer instinct.
Maybe. But I sure get one when you talk sometimes.
Hey, Will. By golly, it's got to be a year. Where you been?
Oh, taking it easy, Doc. How you been?
Oh, just still pushing the rock. Great to have you back.
Dr. Pocket?
Yeah. He's your first match. Remember, keep your bridge short like I showed you?
Yeah.
Foul on Mr. Stanley. All in hand.
You know, I almost bet on that kid because he's a Baron's son. Practically gave away the match on that last shot. Wait,
Hey, Mary Contrary.
Well, well. It ain't Bayou Billy. How's your acne?
What kind of hustle are you working in that get-up?
Nothing your game could handle.
Well, we'll have to play a match one of these days.
What for?
You name it.
Like I said, I still don't think you're ready.
A great tournament for side bets. Hello, PJ. You been learning anything?
How to play pool 20 hours a day without dropping my cue.
Yeah, our little hot rod here just nipped a couple guys for 1,800.
Big stakes.
Couple of noodles. You could have beat him.
If you know anybody who's dropping out of the tournament, would you let them know that I'm looking for a partner in a freeze-out match?
What's the guarantee?
$15,000. Split 3 ways.
Well, I got a match.
Will Addington just ran 3 racks. It's hard to believe this is his boy we're watching. He's got a ways to go. A long ways.
Drinks are on me, sports fans.
You still need a partner?
Boston Red just told me that Beamer has set the kids up in a freeze-out against Walter Frost.
Cocaine dealer?
The same. Frosty doesn't like to lose, Will.
I know.
Those kids can beat him.
Harley, I can't be worried about that. My own game is coming together. No reason I can't win this little tournament.
I just told you what Billy's walking into, and you're just gonna sit here?
That boy only learns one way, Harley.
How long do you think this match will go?
Well, like I said, it's a freeze-out. You have to win by 10 games. You see, after I put my $15,000 on top of Frosty's 15, nobody unscrews a stick until you put away the 9-ball 10 more times than they have.
Well, you don't seem too worried.
Would you like a picture of my ulcer? Nah, you guys can take him. That is, if the kid's mind is right and he ain't regretting.
You got a cold one up there?
His mind's right.
Ah, Mr. Streamer. Readings and hallucinations.
It's quite a spread, Frosty.
Athletes need their nourishment.
All right, bet, Billy Joe. This is Frosty.
Check on the stick. Zinga.
Hello. Would you like to warm up?
I always get a little excited when she says that.
Who wouldn't?
like you all to meet our genial host, Mr. Teaser.
Who wanted to use the phone?
Mr. Streamer. Mr. Streamer. I wouldn't play any long shots at the track today if I were you. You're already down 3 games here.
Oh, I don't know. This looks like a pretty safe bet to me. Like plucking grapes. Shorten your bridge, Frosty, or those wobblers gobble you up.
What are you trying to do, give him rabies?
The man needs some coaching. I thought that we were up against the abominable snowman. All we have is a meltdown.
Frosty's gonna let a couple of kids get out here with $15,000 now, do you? Get his income tax first.
We have to have all these talking stumps in here.
They're friends of mine.
Would never have guessed.
You might have a little trouble getting out of here.
No wind out the girls' room.
Well, the men. Now, they can always call the fire department. The last resort.
With what?
Aren't you a little warm, Mr. Streamer?
No. We're 8 games ahead.
9.
9.
Shot, Frosty. What's the plan?
We lose.
Did that in Oak Ridge.
What are you trying to prove, boy?
Think walking out on your dad is giving you a death wish.
Damn, table's not level! That's a sump hole!
You want me to level it for you? Not yet. We'll know if this is level in a minute.
Beg your pardon. Didn't mean to distract you.
Federal agent, step aside. Walter Frost, isn't it?
That's right, but I'm not holding. Check this whole place out, Ted Park.
Leonard, there's a man in here with a gun.
I see him.
Keep him in your scope. Stanley, William Joseph, forgery, fraud, transporting underage girls across state lines.
Hey, I have rights.
Chuck, we're coming out front.
Go ahead.
Don't let anybody get in our way.
Roger.
Will,
Later, sir.
how's the stroke?
Later.
I heard you back on the circuit. Hazel, come here. Come here.
He drives real well with tush hogs snapping at his tail.
One thing you can say about Beamer, win, lose, or draw, somebody's always after his hide.
Didn't expect to see you here.
Neither did I. You don't learn much turning your back on people, boy.
Maybe your shoes are too big.
Take a good look at your friend Beamer there. If that's the way you want to spend the rest of your life, you better let me know right now. You know, it wouldn't hurt if you want to talk a little. The fish are way over there by the shore. All I've heard in the last few miles are those oars.
Well, the only thing I want to say is thanks for bailing my butt out of Frosty's.
You're welcome.
Finally. Hey, Harley said you made the quarterfinals. Might have finished in the money.
Yeah, well, I was right up to my speed, all right.
What are you doing?
I'm a fly fisherman. If I wanted to kill fish, I'd just drop a stick of dynamite in the river. Or were you thinking that I didn't have a killer instinct?
Thinking I'm getting hungry.
We're going to be passing some ponds down here. You want to get the duck gun ready?
It, really blew that tournament for you, didn't it?
Oh, not completely. Oak Ridge was all right. Gave me a good idea about restoring that old pool hall. Something I could put together for us.
You got that kind of money?
Nashville tournament's coming up. That's $50,000. First prize.
Nashville is major league. You sure you're up to it after laying out so long?
It hadn't been all that long. Besides, it's something I want to play for.
Well, maybe I can win some money.
That's a distinct possibility, especially if you want to work for it. Hey, hook me a hole.
See him?
Hey, would you shoot a little quieter?
Well, I thought we were going to cast and blast.
Not at the same time. Gas station's down the river about a half a mile, and they'll drive you back up to the trucks for about $5. So I'll go open up the cabin.
Hey, come on in. I was just leaving. Keys on the table.
I didn't know you came up here anymore.
Well, yeah, your Aunt Belle and I still get along.
You always come up here alone?
Usually. Why?
Well, they say if you get divorced the first time, you wind up getting married 3 times.
Well, I wonder why.
They say the second time's on the rebound and the third time's always closer to the mark. Where's coffee?
It's in the cabinet. Are you asking me if I bring other men up here, Will?
No, I just noticed 2 frosted over steaks in the freezer.
Yeah, they're fresh. I've been looking for y'all ever since yesterday afternoon, according to Aunt Bill.
Well, sorry about that. We got held up downstate.
Yeah. Well, you know something? I walked way up the river there where we flipped that boat, you know, on that big old rock, because we got to kissing and we had to swim for it.
You didn't see my old fishing pole up there, did you?
No. But I got to remembering how dear that thing was to you. How you hated to let go of it when you had to keep me from drowning when I was trying to make it to shore.
Some choices are easy to make. Hey, Billy's going to be here in about an hour. You wouldn't stay for supper, would you?
Oh, I can't, Will. I got to work. I don't have anybody to take my place. By the way, Will, you know I didn't marry Frank on the rebound from you.
Just trying to make conversation.
Boy, you can pick some good topics. Love and divorce and me carrying a torch for you. Just tell Billy I'm sorry I missed him.
General Shelby must have bought this fuse box from Thomas Edison himself.
Are we going to have to rewire this whole place?
If it were me, I'd bring in a demolition team. It would cost you $25,000 just to keep this place from being condemned. Look at those beams. The only reason this place isn't falling down is the termites are holding hand.
Can this building be restored to look the way it did when it was built in 1860?
Oh, it could look great if it were carried out clean and solid, but that's another $25,000.
Let's get some written estimates.
Okay, I'll get some subcontractors in.
Hey there. Have a beer.
Sure.
Where's BJ?
Practicing?
Again? He was doing that yesterday.
And the day before. Does 20 drills. 20 tortures of the Baron, he calls them.
Bet he could use a beer.
Billy Joe don't need a beer, nor the track. He's trying to get ready for the Nashville tournament.
What'd the contractor have to say?
By the time we get through buying and fixing up, it's going to cost almost $100,000.
Too much. The only hope is that the seller will come to a more realistic price.
The price is $40,000. That is realistic.
Barney, how long can the termites hold hands?
Darren says I'm a distraction.
Well, he may be right. You know, I owe you one.
What for?
Because you really rocked me back on my heels the other night at Frosty's. I mean, when you put us 9 games up, almost kissed you.
You almost what?
You know, there's a women's division in this Nashville tournament if you want to ride with us.
Beamer's got plans for me.
You're not interested?
I'm very interested. Just not in women's tournaments. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind sharing a few motel rooms with you, partner. There's Beamer. Oh, wow, look at his car.
You look like you came through an Oklahoma hailstorm, Beamer.
I came through Frosty's linebackers. Where is it?
Marseille.
If y'all need me, I'll be at Monique's boutique. And at the hairdresser.
Mm-hmm. Buy summer clothes. We're going to Houston.
See ya.
Catch a jet first thing in the morning.
I'm going to Nashville, Jack.
I hand you $4,000. You kiss me off,
Gonna try some gentleman's pool.
Gentleman's pool. That's a tournament where the hustlers come out of the bushes and turn their collar around so the pigeons won't know they fly so fast.
What kind of match are you going to have in Houston? Another drug dealer?
You want to know about drugs, boy? You ask the almighty Baron how he jarred Archie Harrington.
Be careful, Beamer. You don't know all the facts.
I know that Archie was about to win a 9-ball match for $5,000 when His Royal Highness here dropped dope in Archie's drink.
Wait a minute! You trying to kill him?
I never jarred anybody.
You know what I'm talking about, kid.
What you do with all this quiet? Hadn't seen a car in a half hour.
People around here content to stay in one place for a while.
Enough to make you want to chew gum.
Looks to me like it's more a case of pre-tournament jitters.
How early did we leave for Nashville?
Your guest has arrived.
Hello, Sarah.
So good to have you. At a glad time has hardly laid a hand on you. You're
Well,
just as trim and prim as ever.
I was about to say the same about you.
Well, prim anyway. I'm going to feed the other boarders in the kitchen, and y'all can have a nice family dinner at your own sweet leisure. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
You been here before?
Yeah, that's a long time ago. How long you been living here, Will?
6 years.
Billy Joe didn't tell you I was coming?
Well, I thought it'd be a pleasant surprise.
And it is.
Funny, I'm the one I think could use a drink. You don't have a bottle squirreled away somewhere. I mean, for company.
Oh, sorry. You look great, Dee. Have a seat.
I don't know. I don't want to break one of these heirlooms that looks like it came over on the Robert E. Lee.
Were, two of you together when you were here before?
We was on our honeymoon.
Thought people were supposed to have fun on their honeymoon.
Oh, our car broke down. We were on the way to New Orleans.
You know something? I swear, Will, I just can't believe you've changed this much. And you, son, you look almost athletic. Have you beat your dad yet?
No, he won't play me anymore.
He's trying to win my fancy shooting stick, and his game is short.
Shh. I can't tell who's hustling who.
And so we're running for the boat behind Frosty's pool hall, and I slipped on the river with the handcuffs still on behind my back.
I had to fish around for him. I thought he was going to drown for sure.
Where's Frosty and his gang?
He's chasing Beamer just like the Baron figured.
How'd you figure that?
Aggravating desperation calls for bodacious inspiration.
Didn't that Beamer used to back you some?
For a while, till I found out he was giving me 20% of the side bets and calling it 50.
We got the same backer. It's a small world.
Yeah, too small.
Hey, listen, get your daddy to tell you about the freeze out. Remember that time half the pool hall caught on fire and we couldn't get anybody out of there because nobody could get 10 games ahead? Who were you playing? Was that Archie Harrington?
No, I was playing Chuck Pratt.
You know, I heard Archie got killed.
Yeah, killed in a car wreck. It's bad. He could have cleared up something for me. Something Beamer told Billy about me.
Oh, you mean when Archie got doped? That's 20 years ago. I was there.
Did he just pass out in the middle of a game?
No, it was a proper jar. It's usually amphetamines. Make you overconfident and you try impossible shots.
Yeah, and he got jarred just in the nick of time.
What do you mean?
Well, you were losing it. That $5,000 bailed you out of a world of hurt.
I didn't jar Archie.
Well, you were pretty happy about all that money.
Which means I was in on it, huh?
Well, I didn't see you give the money back.
I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing.
That's the same old excuse.
If there's one thing you enjoy, it's believing the very worst about me.
Mom, come on, we hadn't had dessert yet.
I'd say we've just about covered it. Dinner's over.
Away from Memphis. This Archie Harrigan thing is not that important to me.
It is to her. She came in here looking for my bottle, and I disappointed her. You're headed in the right direction. Go on. I always look forward to this tournament. Good old Nashville. The soul of the border South.
Capital of Southern sin, I hear.
If you mean ladies with a more liberal point of view, you're right. It's a faster track.
0 to 70 in 2 beers.
Hey, I hope you realize we're down here to win, not womanize.
Girls have never affected my game.
You never played morning matches against this kind of competition. Women torque out your timing, son. Shaky speed. Next morning, your stroke is wiggling like cranberry jelly in July.
Are you saying no women?
All I'm saying is, if you want to win, have your fun afterwards.
Is that why you left Mom? She torqued out your timing?
No. I was usually right on my game with her around.
Well, I'm sorry about the other night. I should have let you know she was coming.
It's all right. Just means we were after the same thing.
I feel like practicing.
Breakfast first. It's gonna be a long day.
Beamer takes off. It's called the dog in my hair and damn near drowned his young kid. Beamer always comes out smelling like a rose.
Oh, here comes the defrosters. Where's your badge, Baron?
Say, Baron, can I borrow your handcuffs? I want to teach my wife how to swim.
He used to be a pool player before he got into law enforcement.
Dixon, this is my boy Billy Joe. This is Dixon Vance, the Christmas bandit.
Vance is the name. Pool's the game. Say, Will, what are you going to do if your kid wins this tournament?
Break his knuckles.
Oh.
Gentlemen, you may break.
Talk about luck. Yeah, the more I practice, the luckier I get.
You're plowing right through me, kid.
So are you. We make our own sticks in the semis.
Hey, how you doing, Harley?
Vance rolled right over me, but I'm way ahead on my bets. It's just like the old days. You were my primary source of income.
Hey! I thought I heard you.
When'd you get here?
This morning, I watched all of Billy Joe's matches, and I watched one of yours, and I'm going to see both of you tomorrow in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I play Burt Manning. Dad has Dixon Vance. Look, why don't I buy you a beer?
Why don't you buy me a beer?
So you came down to see Billy Joe play, huh?
Oh, yeah, and to apologize. I just realized how bad I was at that dinner the other night.
Oh, I went off a little fast on the draw myself, but Dee, there's something you got to know about me. I know who I am and what I am, and I'm not what I was.
Well, listen, you're dead wrong about one thing, Will. I always did believe in you. Trouble was, there's just too much got in the way back then.
How about some supper?
All right.
Did you see that?
What?
Well, either that button moved, or I believe I've had a touch too much.
You got a match downstairs with her husband now. Come on.
Your husband?
You know, that could be. He does play pool.
Her husband is Bert Manning?
Welcome to tournament pool, kid. I thought you might get tired of this game.
Never. I enjoy my work. Hey, now, don't you be too hard on him. He's a nice boy. Real nice.
I run a 4 straight racks for Mr. Manning. Mr. Manning leads Mr. Stanley 7 games to 0.
Here we go.
Say, Baron, that kid of yours looks like he's been in an all-night rodeo.
You gonna shoot? Foul on Mr. Stanley. I just handed you a game, Dixon. Must be the Christmas spirit. Makes me generous.
You checking out?
You'd be well advised not to say too much to me.
Look, I screwed up royally, I know.
I can't play wet nurse, probation officer, and tournament pool all at the same time.
You trying to say you would have beat Dixon Vance if I hadn't have been here?
Best pool I've played in years.
Why'd you unscrew your stick before the game was over with?
You're off the bottle, kid. You're on your own.
So what else is new? Had more practice at that than anything else, years of it.
Look, I'm going to make a comeback, and you're not going to stand in my way.
You got beat by a better player. Now you're going to walk just like you did on Mom. Great Baron's going to show me his back again. I made the quarterfinals. You got me there. I was ready to win this whole thing for us.
Will? I guess I could have picked a better time, but I think we got trouble. Barney's found another buyer for the billiard hall.
How much are they offering for the pool hall, Barney?
$33,000. Played me like a fiddle.
What do you mean?
They slipped a building inspector in here. Now I have to sell.
They gonna condemn this place?
It's not brought up to code.
Is this a table where Joe Shelby slept off a drunk?
Yeah, this was my daddy's favorite table.
Listen, there's a bar up the street I'm trying to buy. I need $15,000 now to nail it down and the rest by next Monday. If you guys can come up with that, I'll sell this place to you for the same price.
33 is a good price, Harley.
We're going to need more than that, Will. We're talking $50,000 after we buy the place. $25,000 just to keep them from dynamiting it.
The Atlanta tournament's Thursday. It's about $25,000 and runner-up money and $50,000 for first. Go win yourself a pool hall.
You got a fever, son. There'll be over 100 great players in that tournament.
You've already beat 95% of them.
It's a national 9-ball championship.
Aggravating desperation calls for bodacious inspiration.
We got 5,000 cash, another 20,000 out in markers.
Well, I can come up with 7,000.
No markers. 15,000 now, and the rest by next week.
3 makes 15.
Looks like we're going to Atlanta.
Ladies and gentlemen, Atlanta and the Waverly Hotel proudly presents the finest pool players in America in the National 9-Ball Pocket Billiards Championship. Gentlemen, you may laugh.
You had those balls running scared, Will. The balls have got something I want.
Next on table number 2 is Charles Pratt, the rock chucker from Wyoming, playing Dee Stanley, the Cajun Kid. Now, something that doesn't happen very often, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Joe is playing on the same table at which his father, the Baron, just won a decisive victory in less than 45 minutes, I might add.
Nothing to be ashamed of, Billy Joe. Not when you got beat by the defending champion.
Yeah, one more loss and I'm out.
Hey, BJ. Telephone.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, Mom.
Listen, I'm watching you on the cable. What are you guys trying to do? You trying to win that thing?
Wait a minute, hold on.
Sixth-grade action match to Will Addington.
Did you hear that? Yeah, the Baron just took another one. I mean, he's kicking tail. Trying to talk Mom into coming down.
We could use the help, Dee.
Well, I guess I just want to hear that from you, Will.
I always did a lot better with you sweating for me.
You know, I never heard Billy Joe so excited or so proud.
When can you be here?
Tomorrow.
You got a match inside.
We'll run a 6 straight racks and match to Will Addington.
Where'd you come from?
Houston. I want a cushy car. Oh, God, you play so beautiful out there, Billy.
I think you missed something. You know, I lost. I'm out of the tournament.
What did you expect, to stomp everyone your first time out? You made it to the quarters of the Nationals.
Do you have a room?
You know, we're heading for Detroit tomorrow. Do you know what they play for up there in Detroit?
50 to 100,000. If you're talking about doubles. Are you?
Not necessarily. But, you know, you do have 3 weeks before your next tournament.
Well, you know, I got to practice. I got people depending on me.
Oh, that's nice. If you can depend on them.
Yeah.
Hello? How long?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
What's wrong?
Yes, Dad.
Did he lose?
He squeaked through the semis, but Harley says he may need me.
That is the first time I heard you say that. Dad.
Just another man to forget. Just another
Looking for a game, boy?
nothing left to bear.
Bartender, get the Cajun Kid a beer.
We made it through the semis.
Thanks to our little friend here, the Rock of Ages.
The cue ball knows, boy. The cue ball has got your number and your confidence and your fears and your age. I miscued on my last shot, and bless his heart. He still delivered. And that's what you were, boy, a miscue. And your poor mother. Bless her heart.
You're in the finals in 8 hours.
Against Dixon Vance. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. I know why you came looking for me. You want to play me for my fancy shooting stick. Let's go find a bar with a pool table.
You know it's not why I'm here.
Yes, it is. Let's find a pool table.
America, we walk on the right. There's a nice bar.
Let's go back to the hotel.
First we play, kid.
You got a chance to win a billiard hall.
What do I want with a billiard hall? What? More people hanging on me?
You're looking for an excuse to lose.
I'm looking for a reason to win. You think I need leeches draining my stroke? I've been there, kid.
Let's get some sleep, okay?
Hey, I'll see you around Tennessee, all right?
Come on!
Hey! Out! Take! Take me to the airport.
Yeah. No, he took off. Harley grabbed the jet about 5 this morning. Wait. Well, I declare. You got 45 minutes. Come on.
Oh, 6 years sober and I blew it. My hands have turned to wind chime.
Sounds like pre-tournament jitters to me.
Ah! Where's the hot water?
I'd have to wash you through. You know, I can't play wet nurse, probation officer, and tournament pool at the same time.
Hey, give me that.
Mom, you made it.
I wouldn't have missed it for anything.
I gotta go warm up.
No, my money's on bands. Every cent of it. I'm sorry, kid. I gotta go with the percentages.
You bet on bands.
Well, you know, the Baron had trouble with him, even when he was in his prime.
Why'd you never tell me you used to back the Baron?
Well, I didn't think you'd want to hear about all that. I mean, about that side of your dad, you know. I mean, what he used to do to win the big matches. You understand, kid.
Mr. Addington has won the lag, and the Baron will break.
Third game to Mr. Addington.
The score is 8-5, Mr. Addington.
Could I have a glass of grapefruit juice and another cup of coffee, please?
Sure.
And another Hail Mary.
Where's the minstrel?
It's just past the bar on your right.
grapefruit juice, and a Bloody Mary. Okay?
Will, you got back just in time. I left you a real cutie.
Safety.
Safety allowed.
Well, Will, it looks like I'm going to have to do something real spectacular. This 2 games away from $50,000.
Bloody Marys give him confidence.
Too much. He's trying the low percentage shots.
The score is 9-7, Mr. Addington.
Looks like my last chance, huh?
You gonna take your stick?
Hey, I like your thinking, Will.
A foul. Mr. Addington has a cue ball in hand.
Nine-ball combination corner.
Championship, Mr. Will Addington.
Well, it looks like you finally got me, you old shark.
Hello. No, just needed a few minutes alone. And I'm glad you're here, Dee. Yeah, especially now. I'll be down in a few minutes.
Congratulations, champ. You found the ultimate pill. Hardly anybody knew what happened.
Be careful, Beamer.
You gonna tell me that Dixon Vance wasn't jarred, preacher? Well, the tournament committee here isn't familiar with Dixon's style, but you know and I know that he would never try a moonshot.
Get out of here, Beamer.
Yeah, why not? There's nothing more to say. My associates will even up the score.
came just at the right time, son. They were going to break my thumbs. I got in a couple of licks, but they could have left sooner.
You jarred Dixon. That's why they did this.
I didn't have to. I was in the zone.
I was hoping it was booze that made him shoot wild, but it was dope.
Hey, I didn't...
You righteous phony! Your pulpit just went in the toilet, and so did your gentleman's pool. You know, if hustling is stealing, you got away with grand theft.
But Billy Joe, you might not know all that.
I know all I have to know. He jarred Vance.
I didn't dope Vance. You believe that, don't you?
Mary Beth, we're not going to make Knoxville tonight if we have to stop and pay speeding tickets.
What's in Knoxville?
Tobacco tycoon and his mistress. They get off on pool.
Guess that means I'll be playing doubles from here on out, huh?
And the money's deeper at that end, kid.
We're going to play Ames. Ames in Detroit, BJ. And then New York. Bennington's.
Yeah, sounds great.
Well, what's great is you kids don't have to lay down a lemon. You just walk in there saying, gosh and gee whiz and golly, and you'll go through them like milk and magnesia. And in a few months, you'll be able to buy that billiard parlor for your daddy.
You are kidding. I hope that place burns to the ground.
Hey, you don't want to talk that way.
Why not?
Hating your dad ain't healthy. It's double-edged. Cuts both ways. Take it from one who's done some cut.
Thought you and your dad got along.
Yeah. Before I went into the joint.
Well, you're just there a few years, you said.
6. We got parole. We had a coming-out party. Balloons, banners, a cake. Whole family, all 7 of us.
Yeah?
Guess seeing all the people who loved him and needed him gave Dad a crime fit. He bawled for a half hour, all of us hugging him. Then he put us all to bed, went out, tried to rob a liquor store. Got put away again.
Mary Beth, see that service station up ahead? Pull off there, will you? I need a phone, lay down some bets. If you can find the brakes, that is.
I got news for you, kid. I love you.
I don't get it.
Our friend Beamer put all his money on the Baron.
Van still at the hospital?
No, I brought him back. He's up in his room taking a rest. They drew every fluid he owns.
When are we going to know something?
Well, it shouldn't take long. The hospital lab has this number.
Funny thing about this, Will, nobody else asked for a blood test. All we noticed was his drinking. And that's Vance. And the way you were playing, I'd have probably had a few drinks myself.
He was doped.
I wouldn't be too sure about that, Will.
Tournament desk. Matthew Brady speaking. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. No sign of any mind-altering drugs, except a trace of alcohol and a slightly high blood sugar.
That's from all those Christmas carols he's been singing.
All right, Will. Go buy yourself that billiard hall.
What are you doing?
I beat him once, I'll beat him again.
Oh, come on, Will. Now, what kind of pill can get by 42 different lab tests?
It's called a Patagonia Blue. Heavy dose of pure adrenaline, kind your body makes. Beamer put it in Vance's drink.
I guess that's why it didn't turn up in the test.
How do you know it was Beamer?
I was with him when he bought the pills in Houston.
Then Beamer bet on me.
Made a bundle.
He knew a jar job on Vance put Billy back in his stable.
So where do you stand?
Oh, I'm gonna junk your cue up, Baron. We're gonna play some 8-ball.
Wish I had known you when you were a little younger. Round me you might have learned a thing or two. If I had known you longer, you might be a little stronger. Maybe you'd shoot straighter than you do. Maybe you'd shoot straighter than you do. The game was never finished. The 8-ball never fell. The Baron calmly picked it up and put it on the shelf. Then he placed the ring in the hands that held him long ago. And he tossed that fancy shooting stick to his son, Billy Joe. And he said, well, I wish I had known you when you were a little younger. Round me you might have learned a thing or two. If I had known you longer, you might be a little stronger. Maybe you'd shoot straighter than you do. Maybe you'd shoot straighter than you do. Well, I wish I had known you when you were a little younger. Round me you might have learned a thing or two. If I had known you longer, you might be a little stronger. Maybe you'd shoot straighter than you do. Maybe you'd shoot straighter than you do.